2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 15, it tells you to study, to study, to study, to show yourself approval unto God, a workman need not to be ashamed, but rightly dividing the word of truth. So they tell you, I spend time with Dr. Jesus because many of you, you get on the platform, many of you get on the big screen and then find out you had a hoochie mama on the side. But one thing, you got a choice to make, but you made the wrong choice. And then your doctor's degree went down the drain. Your master degree went down the drain because you said that Peter was an ignorant boy. You said that Moses was an ignorant boy. They said that I wouldn't mount up to nothing. But look at Jesus. I tell you that the Bible said many of you, you take knowledge and say, how do that man know that Bible? Well, I didn't need no doctor's degree because Jesus was sitting down helping me to study just like when your parents help you to study your books when you was in school. But now you're grown up. You went on because you got jealous of another preacher. You went out there and got your masters. You went out there, got your doctors, but now you made the wrong choice.
All right, Shalom. This is the brother Abaya back here once again. Before I get started, like always, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rakha HaKodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Yeah, anybody still going to these Christian churches and partaking in the doctrine of Christianity or believing in the doctrine of Christianity is partaking in the doctrine of the Looney Tunes, all right? All of y'all are lunatics. Y'all belong in a crazy house, a nut house, all right? That's where y'all belong, man. And, I usually don't like doing videos on Christians because we understand that they just lost, they just threw. But, I was talking to this older Jake lady, and I believe she's in her 70s. I want to say her 70s. And she was telling me how important it is to join a church and tithe to that church. And, of course you're going to have these old Jakes that's still left in Christianity because that's all they know. All right, the scriptures say you can't put new wine into old bottles. They've grown up in America. All they know is everything that America has taught them, everything America has given them. So, you can only expect so much from these people that are up in age. But, the doctrine of the Looney Tunes is no benefit, all right? There's no benefit to our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It has never benefited you. It has never given you anything. It has never taught you anything but deceits, lies, corruption, and led you down the path of death. Christianity doesn't teach you anything about a righteous diet. Most Christians, eat pork, have a steady diet of McDonald's and fast food. Many Christians you encounter, they know nothing about physical health. They don't work out. They don't know anything about the herbs. They know nothing about nature in itself. All they know is going to church and listening to a pastor with a routine, right? Just like this guy in this video, this ha, 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 ha. That's his routine. The ha, ha, the ha. That's his routine of the night. The ha. right? And you can see people in the comments keep typing ha, H-A, ha, right? It's a Looney Tune doctrine. It's bugged the fuck out. There's no edification of a man just keep talking about bullshit and saying ha at the end of every sentence, right? And he's not bringing out any scriptures. A lot of these pastors never go into the scriptures. They never edify. They don't go into the meaning of words, the etymology of words, all right? First scripture I want to get is over here in 1 John. 1 John. Let's go to 1 John, the book of 1 John, the 4th chapter, okay? So this is the book of 1 John, the 4th chapter, and let's start at verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Hereby know ye the spirit of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushua. Every spirit that confesseth that Yahushua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is of Yahweh. And every spirit that confesseth not that Yahushua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is not of Yahweh. And this is that spirit of an antichrist, whereof ye have heard that it should come, and even now already it is in the world. And all you niggas that are in the Looney Tune doctrine, the Christian church, all of y'all are antichrist. Anybody that's a Christian in the Christianity belief, y'all are antichrist. You got some of y'all that's waiting on a physical one antichrist to sit on, some seat and rule the world. The scriptures tell you there's many antichrists. There's anybody that's anti the true doctrine of the Most High and his son, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, is an antichrist, right? Y'all do not teach the doctrine of Yahweh. You don't know the Most High's name. You refer to him in these generic terms, such as just God. God. Your God has to have a name. Your God can be money. Your God can be Buddha. Your God can be yourself. Your God can be your mama. Who is your God? What is his son? Matter of fact, let's get that. It's over here in Proverbs, right? The book of Proverbs. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 30, and let's go to verse 4. It says, "Who have ascended up into heaven, or descended? Who have gathered the wind in his fist? Who have bound the waters in a garment? Who have established all the ends of the earth? What is his name?" Not her, because some of y'all God can be a she. Get the fuck out of here. It says, "What is his name, and what is his son's name? If thou can tell." So what is the Most High's name? What is his son's name? And it ain't no Jehovah, and it ain't no Jesus. And if you saying that, it's because you ain't you haven't been well studied, you haven't been taught correctly, and all you did was adopt, all right, and hold on to that Christianity poison that's been given to you from the people, all right, that stole America and established their government over here in America. America calls itself a Christian nation. You shouldn't even want to be in no denomination of Christianity if America is referring to itself as a Christian nation, because America doesn't uphold any other law, statutes, and commandments and righteous principles and morals of the scriptures. All right. The simple way America was established, all right, the government of America that got its independence from Great Britain, the way this place was established, all right, after the 13 colonies, right, the way this place was established after the American Revolution, the way it got its riches, all right, and was able to prosper of blood, rape, rob, and murder. You shouldn't want to be in ties with no nation that's teaching you their doctrine of Christianity. That right there alone should tell you it's a doctrine of devils, right? But our people are lost, and they bask in their ignorance. They're willfully ignorant, okay? And a nigga like that in that clip that I played, he just, like I said, he's a Looney Tune. Ain't no, you try to teach him the scriptures, he gonna be ready to fucking, who knows what he'll be willing to do for his Jesus, for his Jeebus, right? For his God he believe in, right? But I tell you one thing, a lot of these hypocritical Christians won't do. They won't give up their life for Jeebus, because a lot of these Christians, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna take the mark of the beast, which is the charagma stated of in the book of Revelation, because they're not rooted and grounded in anything. Christianity does not teach you to be rooted and grounded in faith. Christianity teaches you, right, that you're supposed to get blessings. All right. Christianity don't teach you that you supposed to be down here suffering in captivity, learning from your mistakes. All right. Christianity teaches you that nothing but comfort is supposed to come your way. Yeah, you may have little offspring sects that teach about some type of hardness, but for the most part, Christianity don't teach about Jacob's trouble. All right. The famine, the death and the destruction that's going to take away millions of lives. All right. The chaos and the wars that's going to partake on this earth and commence on this earth. And if they do teach about it, they talk about a rapture to where they're going to escape it and not have to endure it. Right? No, you're going to have to endure these things. You're going to have to drink of the cup that the true Messiah of the nation of Israel, Hebrew name being Yahweh HaMashiach, drunk. Right? Here it is. These, our people that's so bugged out and in this Looney Tune doctrine, guess what? They still go to these churches, these buildings. And what does the scripture say? What does the scripture say about these buildings? All right, that you were allowed to build on your enemy's soil, all right, by your enemy's decree, all right. He allowed you to have the finances to have these buildings and these permits, all right, these 501c3 charters, okay, to where you teach the doctrine he wants you to teach. What does the Lord tell you he dwells? Does he dwell in buildings? Let's get that in Acts. Let's go over to Acts the 17th chapter. Acts chapter 17, verse 20. Let's see. Acts, or is it verse 20? Acts chapter 17. I think it's in the verse 20. Let me see. Yep. This is Acts chapter 17, verse 24. Let me see where I want to start at. Oh yeah, I want to start up a little bit because this was during Paul's ministry. All right, when he went to Athens. All right, and he was speaking to the Hebrew Israelites who were following the Greco-Roman customs, the Grecian customs. This is Acts chapter 17, verse 22. Then Paul stood in the midst of Mars Hill and said, Ye men of Athens, I perceive that in all things ye are too superstitious. Right? Now, when you go into the etymology of that word superstitious, it deals with, followers of a pagan deity or a pagan doctrine. So this is verse 23, Paul speaking. For as I passed by and beheld your devotions, I found an altar with this inscription, to the unknown God, whom therefore ye ignorantly worship, him declare I unto you. So they had an altar set up, and the name on it was to the unknown God. And Paul was saying, you ignorantly worship, this power. You don't know nothing about him. And that's Christianity. Oh, God gonna do this. Ha! And God gonna do that. Ha! What God? You don't know God. You ignorantly worshiping something you know nothing about in buildings that you do not have ownership of or control. That building can be destroyed, wiped out, moved somewhere. All right. And then you got to be a member of a whole new church. Get the hell up out of here. The Most High don't dwell in no building. He dwells with the true saints. The scriptures say where 2 or 3 are gathered in the true name. All right. There he is in the midst of them. But this is verse 24. It says, the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is the Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in temples made with hands. Right? So you can't limit the Most High to a building, and it definitely can't, he has nothing to do with Christianity, man. Christianity doesn't teach you the righteous ways of Yahweh Shai, because if it was teaching you the righteous ways of Yahweh Shai, then America wouldn't be in the dire rebellious state that it's in right now. I don't want to, go all day long on Christians, because you can go all day cursing them out. I just seen this clip of this guy rambling on, and I just wanted to touch on that because it made me think of the woman that I encountered the other day when she was talking about church and tithing. So, yeah, I just wanted to do a video on that. Till the next time I say shalom.